Welcome back to the channel, guys. There's a lot of ETBs to get through with the ETB update. We're going to try to go through this really fast. We're starting with Chilling Reign because all of the sets before that suck, and we're just going to go straight through. All right. So Chilling Reign, we are up 37% on the year with recent sales, most recent sale being 126, and that was 10 days ago. So these are not selling a whole lot. Chilling Reign has really fallen out of favor, and your lowest list is 140 from a reputable seller. And yeah, Chilling Reign's just, I don't know what's Chilling Reign's doing. It seems super undervalued, but who really knows? 31% over the course of the last year. That's still kind of low, and recent sales are between 100 and 130. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with Chilling Reign. I thought it would have been a better set. Champion's Path, you got two Charizards. The shiny Charizard's pretty cool, up 32% on the year, one selling per day. That's better than Chilling Reign, and we're at like 165 market. I think the Charizard's cool. The set you could live without. The box looks cool, but I sold these off last year. The Big Daddy from Sword and Shield, we're at $500, and this is the Sylveon variant. So yes, there's a price difference. We're up 93% on the year. That's the difference between an S tier set and sets that are more like B tier. Still only one selling per day. It's just expensive. Recent sales are right about that 500 mark. Here we have the Umbreon one, and as you can tell, that's up slightly more, 100%. And recent sales are 580 to 600. Wow, I sold those like a month or two too early, but you live and learn. Fusion Strike. Wow, Fusion Strike is moving. I got one of these last year for like 100 or 120, and I flipped it. I should have held on to that one as well. We're up 80% in the last year. Last month, we're still moving up 11%. One per day is selling on average, and recent sales are right at that 140 mark. Fusion Strike is clear-cut number 2 for Sword and Shield right now. Shining Fates, this set is doo-doo, and even doo-doo sets move up 50% over the last year. 12% last month, 3 selling per day. And yeah, recent sales back all that up. I think it's just Eevee's popular, Eevee art on the box. I don't know. Pokemon Go, another doo-doo set. Definitely don't buy. I'm probably going to leave this off going forward. Up 74% the last year, 8% the last month, with recent sales rate at 135 and 1 selling per day. Yeah, I'm really starting to think like these really crappy sets, I'm just going to start leaving them off because who really cares about them? Unless you're Alex from Nostalgianomics, then he loves Pokemon Go. Brilliant Stars, ETB, we are up 2% on the month and 80% over the course of the last year. 2 selling per day, only 63 available. That's relatively small. And market price is right about 150. I sold 2 of these or 3 of these or 4 of these, I can't remember, last year at 120. Astral Radiance, a set I'm probably going to move on from. Over the course of the last month, we're up 3.5%. Over the course of the year, 44.5%. Only 39 available. That's definitely a small amount. 2 selling per day, and recent sales are like 125. Lost Origin, finally, the ETBs are starting to move some more, up 90% in the last year, 6% in the last month. I sold a handful of these at 150 locally, and we are right about 180, some a little higher, closer to 200. That looks like I might thin out the herd on some of those soon too. Silver Tempest, we're up to 140. I might be selling some of these off too, 94% on the year, 11.5% on the month, 131 of these available, 2 selling per day, and recent solds share that. I'm curious, how many Lost Origins are available? 112, okay. That's just for me to know. Crown Zenith, kicking myself for selling one for $70 in 2024, right before everything started booming. We are up 1% on the last month, but 40% the last 3 months, and 126% in the last year. 120 available, 3 selling per day, and our recent sales, that's an odd 225, but pretty much 320 across the board outside of that one. Moving on to Celebrations, this is another set I personally don't care about. I don't think Celebrations is a good set by any means. I think it's only getting helped out because it's the 30th anniversary. Over the course of the month, we're flat. Over the course of last year, we're up 150%. and recent sales are right around that 330 to 350, and we're selling about 3 per day. Scarlet and Violet base, remember there's two colors of these. There's the Maridon and the Cridon version, and they are both beautiful boxes. 73% in the last year, 3% in the month. There's only 30 of these available, and recent sales are right about that 115. At this point, these are collectible pieces, and you might be looking to grade like the promos or something like that. But only 30 available is definitely a small number. Cridon, slightly cheaper, I think, or are they the same price? I already forget. Market sales are 105 to like 120. They're kind of all over the place, up 75% in the last year, 10% on the month, one selling per day. Paldea evolved Mr. P over the course of the last year. We're up 138%, last month 16%, and this just rotated out. Same thing with the other early SV era sets. There's 192 available, two selling per day, and our recent sales are 180, 190 pretty much. And yeah, I just think the Paldea Evolved ETB is super cheap. Paldean Fates booster box ETB moving up 190%. Oh my lord, that is a big jump. 17%. It's still running, just went out of rotation. 89 available, two selling per day, and recent solds are at 430. I have an open case of these. I might be interested in moving at some point in the near future, but at the same time, maybe not, because Bubble Mew is the second most expensive SV era card, and yeah. Obsidian Flames. Obsidian Flames is moving 194% on the year, 22% on the month. Looks like we're starting to drop down. 124 available, four selling per day, and recent solds are 200 to like 230, 240. And this is really just because the Charmander promo is adorable and everybody likes it, and there's a grading play there. Otherwise, Obsidian Flames kind of sucks. 151, everybody knows about 151, up 197% on the year, 4.5% on the month, 92 available, two selling, and even at this type of pricing, which is more expensive than Evolving Skies, it's still selling. Next, we have Paradox Rift. There's two of these as well. 19 available on the market. Definitely a very small number. 71% on the year, 7% on the month. And we're selling right about 135. And remember, this just rotated out, so could be the reason it's moving. The other variant of Paradox Rift over the last month, 72% and 10%, only 2017, only 2017. Only 27 available, and less than one per day is selling. Pretty much 120 for an ETB. All right, let's take a look at Twilight Masquerade. Now, remember, this just got a massive reprint maybe 4 or 5 months ago. As you can see on the chart, we were up to $100. We fell all the way back to basically MSRP, and we've been crawling our way back up to $85. 10 selling per day with 354 available, and we're selling at $90 in ETB already. I mean, I was screaming at you guys like, why aren't you buying this in December? And you know, those that listened, it paid off for you. If you didn't listen, I can't help you. Shrouded Fable. I don't know why anybody would buy this set outside of we're not going to get reprints for it potentially. Up 63, 64% over the course of the last year, 5% on the month, 94 available, two selling per day. And yeah, we're pretty much right there on market price. Shroud of Fable's got a couple mid cards, but nothing too crazy. Same thing with Stellar Crown. I don't know why anybody would want Stellar Crown. 75% on the last year, 20% last month. Wow, Stellar Crown's moving. 40 available with two selling per day. And yeah, market price is pretty much 120 to 130. Remember, Stellar Crown has two cards in it. The Terrapagos is like a $20 card. There's really not much in Stellar Crown outside of the Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Surging Sparks, same thing, similar to Twilight Masquerade. This booster, this ETB was roughly $15. Fell all the way back down to MSRP after our major reprint. And again, I was screaming, buy, 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 buy. And now we're all the way back up to $100. 249 available, 12 selling per day, and recent sales show $100. Even at $100, Surging Sparks is still a buy. Is that controversial? I don't think so. Prismatic evolutions over the course of last year, we're only up 25%, but we just got another major reprint. It's release a set, reprint, release a set, reprint for Prismatic. Like, that's all that's happening. Down 20% in the last month. There's over 2,800 available, 57 selling per day, and our recent sales are right around 170. I have these available on the website, but they're at 180, so I'm slightly above market. Market will eventually meet me, and they'll eventually sell, so I'm not too worried about it. Journey Together, and this is why I think Surging Sparks at $100 is still a good buy, because Journey Together is at 150 or 105. Um, Over the course of last year, we're at 53%, 10% on the month, 119 available, and 6 selling per day. That's pretty good. Journey Together sells right at 105. But yeah, if Journey Together is 105, Surging Spark should be like 125. It just got a major reprint and set himself back a couple months. That's all. On to Destined Rivals, we are at 77% over the course of last year, basically 8% on the last month. And if we don't get any Destined Rivals reprints, this set is going to be gone real fast. Like, it's basically out of control. 80 available, 4 selling per day, and our recent sold at rate about 220. I sold out of mine at, I think, 185 or 190. White Flare, same thing. White Flare and Black Bolt just slowly keep crawling their way back. Over the course of 6 months, we're up 31%. Over the course of the month, 11%, almost 500 available, and 13 selling per day. And this is pretty much a $100 box all day and tomorrow. I mean, I think they're a good set, both White Flare and Black Bolt, as long as you like Gen 5. Black Bolt is definitely the better of the two. Looking at the 6-month chart, we're up 34%, 39% in the last 3 months, and 10% last month, with a little bit of a pullback coming on. Only 106 available, with 13 selling per day, and recent solds are right about $110. Same thing, Black Bolt's just a little bit stronger of a set than White Flare. Mega Evolutions, this is the Gardevoir. For whatever reason, nobody wants Mega Evolutions right now. Up 10% over the last 6 months, 17% over the last 3 months, and 6% over the last month. Recent sales are only right about $80 to $85. 288 available with 11 selling per day. I really don't understand what's going on with Mega Evolutions. I think it's a better set than what it's showing, and I don't know why nobody literally wants it at all. Onto the Lucario variant. Over the last 6 months, we're up 10%. 3 months, 10%. Last month, 7%. 177 of these available, 12 selling per day. Recent sales are 95, but other sales are like 85. Phantasmal Flames, again, just booming. Over the course of the last 6 months, we're down 10%. 3 months, we're up 56%. Last month, we're up 23%. That's the biggin. It's just been slowly, steady moving up. 874 available, and we are selling 28 a day. Everybody wants Phantasmal Flames. Recent sales are 125, and it's Charizard. The power of Charizard, that's all I can say. Literally the best Charizard art we've ever gotten. Ascended Heroes, Flying Barney, essentially, or Dinosaur Barney, whatever you want to say. 25% the last 3 months, 23% the last month, almost 1,000 available, and we're selling 115 of these a day. Recent solds are anywhere between 140 and 150, and this is just the S tier set. Nothing comes close. It's better than Prismatic. I'm going to glaze it a little bit. That's just the popular thing to do. Ascended Heroes, best set since Evolving Skies, or maybe 151, but yeah, definitely S tier. Perfect Order, the set almost as good as Ascended Heroes. That's sarcasm. Don't hang me in the comments. Nothing but red. Nobody really cares about it. 1,800 available, 115 selling per day, which is a good sell through, and pretty much right at $70 to $71, which is a little bit over MSRP. But literally nobody wants Perfect Order for whatever reason. I mean, I do know why. It's a weaker set. There's not crazy chase cards, but there's playable cards for the playable people. It looks like that's the new meta for Pokemon. They're gonna release a heavy holiday set that's just a heavy hitter, and they're gonna reprint that for the next 2 years, and then make a couple weak sets in there and call it. All right, guys, that's your ETB update. I'm sorry I had to go fast, couldn't go in much depth. Maybe I should start breaking this up into different eras. Like, I'll do Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet together, and I don't know. We'll try to figure something out. Or maybe I won't do Sword and Shield anymore. Or I don't know. We'll try to figure something out. Maybe I'll just take a look at the top sets from Sword and Shield to make this go a little faster. There's a bunch of links in the description of the video. Join the Discord, uh, shop the website for sealed Japanese and English Pokemon at great prices, no sales tax either. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you smash that subscribe button before we head out of here, and I'll see y'all on the next video.